Back with another one. Today I'm going to give you a quick review and a few of my thoughts on Speak No Evil. So Speak No Evil is directed by James Watkins, who is an English film director and screenwriter best known for his horror and thriller films such as idyllic and The Woman in Black. Speak No Evil stars James McAvoy, Mackenzie Davis, Scoot Maneri, Aislinn Franchosi, Alex Leffler, and Dan Hugh. Yeah, so in Speak No Evil, a family's on vacation. They happen to run across another family. They mingle, both families appear to have similarities. They eat brunch together a few times. Things seem to be okay for the most part. James McAvoy decides to invite the vacation family over to his house for dinner, and this is where the turn of events start to unravel. And right off the back, I just want to say that James McAvoy's performance throughout the entire movie was incredible. Like, this guy has some serious chops on him, and you could tell that he was the anchor of this film. His character is a master manipulator. He is intensely charismatic and has an insidious nature within him that can only be contained for so long. You know, like, he's assuring while also maintaining a diligent suspense. Like, he's good. Overall, pretty solid performances throughout the whole cast. It's just that James McAvoy, he stands out. Like, it's clear. And when he's on screen, it's like you get pulled into his world of deception. Like, he did a really good job with this one. He delivered. I think that Speak No Evil tackles a number of themes: anxiety, control, dominance, masculinity, and how being extremely too nice or passive can ultimately get you killed. You know, like, be bold, stand up for yourself, set those boundaries, or suffer the consequences. I think that Speak No Evil shines a light on how people socially can't accept being in an awkward situation or having an awkward conversation. So they will laugh certain things off, you know, let things slide and let things go under the rug, when in reality they need to be confronting that person, you know, standing up for themselves and setting a boundary. Like, these characters in this movie tried so hard to be polite and not be awkward that they continuously allow James McAvoy to put them in compromising and ultimately dangerous situations. I think that Speak No Evil really centers in on that anxiety and awkward tone that is pushing so much in the movie. And honestly, that builds the tension up in these scenes, which is a good thing. It's fun to watch unfold, you know. There were many times in the movie where I'm watching it and I'm like, why would you do that? Like, why wouldn't you just leave? Why don't you leave now? Why are you letting this slide? Why are you trying to laugh this off? Like, stand up for yourself, you know? But I guess they're trying to show us the point of view or the perspective of someone that finds it difficult to do those things in real time. There's a certain point in the movie where a question was asked, and it was basically like, why are you doing this to us? Why are you doing this to me? And the response was something to the effect of, because you allowed me to, because you let me. You know, so again, just driving that point of how being overly passive and overly polite can backfire on you. For me, while watching this movie, I kind of had to take a step back from the logical standpoint of things, because if I didn't, the movie would have been ruined. You know, there are like countless stupid decisions being made, and it kind of makes me want to detach from the movie. But it was cool to see how far the characters will let things go before they finally decide to break out of their shells. So that's entertaining to watch. You know, the tension is definitely there. The tension builds up throughout the movie. That's a good thing that they did. I think that James McAvoy's performance really carried this film. Like, if he didn't do a good job, like, this movie would honestly be garbage, just being real. But it's pretty decent. I'm not too mad at it. But again, like, the logical standpoint will probably frustrate you while you're watching it, because it's like, why are you doing that? Like, come on, man. Why are you doing that? Or why aren't you saying anything right now? Why are you letting this slide? Like, there are many moments in this movie where you may feel that way, or at least I did. Yeah, so if you take anything from this review, just know it's going to be a logic versus performance type of thing. But I will say that Speak No Evil was better than what I thought it was going to be, despite the trailers, you know? And that kind of brings me to my factual opinion. I think that there is too much being shown in these trailers. Like, if you watch the first two trailers for Speak No Evil, if you watch them back to back, you literally just watch the entire movie in like 6 minutes, you know? Like, I think it doesn't benefit the film to put so much into these trailers. Like, for me personally, I like to see who's directing it, who is the main actor or actress, give me a brief synopsis, and I'm good. Like, I like to go into the movie theater and allow the movie to unravel things for me versus already knowing 45% of what's going to happen because of the trailers, you know. It's no shock value. There's nothing to look forward to. I already know what's going to happen. So my factual opinion, kind of cut back on what you put in the trailers so the moviegoers can have something to look forward to or something to be shocked or moved by, you know. If I had to rate and categorize Speak No Evil, I would probably give it a 6.5 out of 10. And I'll honestly put it in the rewatchers club. You know, it wasn't bad. I think that James McAvoy's performance saved this movie. If it wasn't for his performance, like I said, this movie would kind of be garbage, just being honest with you. But overall, I mean, I would suggest you go watch it. It's definitely worth watching. I would personally watch it again. But yeah, 6.5 out of 10. Not bad. Not bad. Have a fun fact for you today. Speak No Evil is actually a remake of the 2022 Danish film Speak No Evil. Now, I'm not sure why they chose to make a remake only 2 years after the first one, but I thought it would be cool just to put it out there. If you've seen the 2022 version, please leave a comment and tell me what the differences are. I saw the trailer and it kind of looks like the same exact movie, like frame by frame. I'm pretty sure there were some slight differences in it, but it looks like the same exact movie. So I'm not really too sure why they would make that only 2 years later. Maybe they felt like James McAvoy is a better box office actor or whoever, I don't know, but I just thought that was cool to mention. Like, Speaking of Evil is a remake of the 2022 version that came out only 2 years ago. So if you've seen it, check it out, leave a comment and tell me what you thought about that one. Yup, and those are my thoughts on Speak No Evil. Wasn't too bad. James McAvoy's performance saved this movie in my personal opinion, but overall not too bad. As always, thanks for watching, thanks for supporting me. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you've seen the movie, leave a comment on what you felt about the movie. And I will see you on the next one.